Say, do you guys like pirates? Do you guys like Crunchyroll Originals? Do you like them both together? No, this isn't One Piece. This is Fena Pirate Princess, of course. Uh, yeah. Anyways, guys, today we are going to be talking about Fena Pirate Princess and the goods, the bads, the characters, and what I personally think about it. Cue the intro. Hello, wonderful viewers. Arceus Rules here. I am back again. Day number 10 of the 12 days of anime. Pretty crazy, huh? We're almost done. Wow. Well, today, on the 10th day of this wonderful celebration, we are going to be talking about Fena Pirate Princess, a Crunchyroll original, like I stated before, that actually aired on Toonami. I kept up with it weekly, and boy, do I gotta say some good things and bad things about this show. First off, let's talk about Fena. Fena is an amazing character. I really loved her personality. I really loved her, the art, the animation of this show. She's just such a beauty, and I really like it about her. I really like the art a lot in this show. It just goes, it's really well done. And I can't applaud. I think it was JC's staff. No, it was Production IG that worked on this. Yeah. I can't applaud them enough. They did a really great job on this show, and yeah. Anyway, Finna is basically this woman who, as a child, she got pushed away, drifted away from her father and Yukimaru, which we'll get to him in a second. And she ended up on an island. All these women on this island basically serve men. They're like they can be prostitutes. Finna was labeled as one of these prostitutes that basically had to do things for men and everything. And she was like, "No, I refuse to. Like I'm an independent woman. I'm strong. I can do whatever I want. I just want to escape from here." So she has all these plans to just kind of escape and everything. So she wants to escape during this one moment where she has to go see one of the guys that kind of has sex with a lot of girls basically. Well, she's like, well, this is my chance basically to escape. Well, they realized that they were going higher on the floor than they realized, so Fena couldn't escape, which then come down to Otto and Solomon, being the two old geezers basically of this show that actually rescue Fena. All three of them, run and escape basically. They have some comedy gags here and there about how they're going the wrong way and everything. It's very crazy and everything, but it's really fun. It's a very fun adventure series, very comedic. I love it a lot. It starts to get a little heavy romance a little later on in the film, or not in the film, but in the series, and I like that. Pretty good action, so yeah. Um, so then, by episode 2, you're meeting the Goblin Knights, which are as follows. So you got the main guy, Yukimaru, who is this, like, yeah, I'm edgy. I'm the edgy swordsman. Yeah, like, I don't really talk, like, I'm really cool. Yeah. Yeah, he grew on me at first. Like, he had to grow on me, basically, is what I'm trying to say. He was very, yeah, like I don't really like those characters who try to be edgy and cool, and yeah, I'm just really cool. Yeah, like stuff like that. It's just it can be very annoying. Shiton, who actually is the bow user, he's kind of like Yukimaru's like backup bodyguard type deal. He's pretty cool. He's kind of like a ladies' man, stuff like that. He goes through a little bit. But yeah, we got Karin, who's also one of my favorites. She's kind of the one that just yells and just be like, so these are Ant 1 and Ant 2, who are the twins, which we'll get to in a second. And yeah, like like she's very sassy. I really like that about her. I really liked the episode where she kind of got scared in the little tunnel, and the twins are trying to scare her and everything, and she's like punching them, and it was just really great. It was really fun. I loved it. She's just this character that like can be like very strong and everything, and she makes herself look strong. But then there's just certain moments where it's very comedic, where she's in this weak position as a female, and she just punches them or kicks them like any other tsundere. I like her. I also like the part when I think it was in episode 3 when they went to go to one of the islands. I forgot what the name was. I think it was like God, a Barbarol. That's what it was. It was on my mind, but I didn't know if that was true. They went to Barbarol, which is this island, to just kind of find more research of Fena and where they can search for Eden, which is like this grand paradise. As you know, it's very religious. Actually, it gets a lot later on in the series, and I like this one moment of Karin where like she's never been here and she's like searching for this like rhino figure or whatever, and she's like, no, my rhino, I want my rhino. And it's just, it was so funny. Anyway, the twins, who are probably my favorite characters, if not like second to my favorite characters, you got Inju and Kaede just over here doing goofy shenanigans. You know, in episode 2 they were over here stealing all the food and just kind of throwing the food up in the air and kind of making Subaki very pissed because he's the chef of like the group and everything. They're also just kind of running around, you know, just kind of, you know, just messing things up, just kind of, you know, being very silly and goofy. And I like them as goofy characters. These are the two siblings that Karin was like, well, here's Aunt 1 and Aunt 2. You just, you know, just step on them if they ever bother you. They're just very goofy characters, and I love them a lot. Like I said, Tsubaki is the chef of the of wow. Oh, Bonito 2. They their ship is called the Bonito 2, named after Karin herself. I love you, Karin. You know, it got great names. And Fena's over here like, why Bonito 2? And she goes like, got a problem with that? She's, no. And I'm like, yeah, you better not have a problem with it, Fena, because Karin came up with it. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean that was basically all the characters that I remember of. Oh no, we got Makaba. How could we ever forget about Makaba? Makaba is a great character. Um, I like Makaba a lot. He's the strong guy, you know, the heavyweighter of the team and everything. He actually throws bombs as his weapons and everything. It's really cool, actually. You know, he's also one of those guys that loves to eat and everything. They make jokes about it. It's really fun. You know, I like Makaba. You know, he's really cool. Like I said, these characters are amazing, and I love every character to pieces. Honestly, these characters are phenomenal. They're like a family. Honestly, I love them, and I just I can't stop talking about them. Is what I'm trying to say, and I just love them. They're like a family. They're just great characters. They work together as a team. It's just great. Anyway, over episodes, basically, we start to get into the story where we have these pirates like O'Malley and Abel, who I would say are the two primarily antagonists of this show. The um the story is kind of like these pirates are, you know, fighting these ninjas, and everyone's comparing it to like One Piece and Naruto and all that stuff and everything. You know, it takes a different, you know, approach to that, honestly. At least I think so. But these pirates are trying to catch Fena and the little shard that they were given at the beginning of episode 1 that was supposed to help them guide them to Eden and everything. Well, these pirates need um Fena, and the fact of just, how should I say it? Like I said, to open Eden, and I don't know what the pirates' goals were if they were not even addressed. But Abel's goal was to find Fena's mother. And then, like, I guess Joan of Arc was a descendant of Fena, so they also had to go through like a little map and mystery and puzzle through Joan of Arc and everything. It was very cool. Like I said, very religious, which I really liked a lot. Um, what should I say next? I just really enjoyed that, you know, I'm over here weekly being like, ooh, is Abel the good guy? Or the samurais and ninjas the good guys? Like, I was over here just contemplating. I'm like, are they both bad guys? Like, what? Like, I was just so confused. I was over here theorizing. You know, me and my girlfriend over here like, no, that's got to be her father, right? Like, and everything. We're just like, what? It wasn't like, so then, you know, like we had like a lot of adventures. There was a huge boat fight scene, which was really cool. The animation was great with that. A lot of Yukimaru going away from the team and basically, you know, how should I say, just kind of like ditching them and being like, I gotta save Fena for myself, like, and everything. There was just a lot of huge risks and stuff like that. And I don't really want to go into too spoiler details. A lot of this is going to be very long, so I just kind of want to get the brief points out there. It was really cool. I believe they got her back. Yukimaru was very injured and everything. A lot of character development was created during these couple episodes. A couple of banters and arguments between characters due to the fact that they had to follow the rules of the village that the ninjas were from and everything. But they also wanted to get Fena to Eden because they were friends. They wanted to get her and see her journey through the end and everything, which was great. I loved it. Um, Man, I love these episodes. They were really great. And when we got to Eden, oh my god, the floating island and everything was perfect. I liked all the mazes, all the romantic comedy jokes that was driven with when Yukimaru was holding out his hand and Finna was like just like she was just ignoring it, just jumping herself, like she didn't need a guy's help and everything. Her and Karin were just talking, and Karin's making over jokes about, so what's going on with Yukimaru, and she goes, nothing, and moving on and stuff like that. It's great. I found it very funny and amusing. um yeah, I really did like the Eden arc, honestly, the Eden Island arc. And all the traps they went through. This covered a good 3 to 4 episodes, I believe, and I think they covered it very well. What I really liked was the Finna dancing scene when she was unlocking, I guess, the stairway to the Eden portal or whatever you want to call it. But the dancing was magnificent and beautiful. I just Amazing choreography, great. Um, can't really say anything much besides that. She unlocked it. Her and Yukimaru went up there. Abel and Yukimaru kind of had a fight. Abel having some PTSD of Finna's mother because Finna's mom promised Abel that he'd be able to find her in Eden, and he's over here like having some PTSD and not thinking right, and thinking Finna was her mom. This is kind of where Finna Pirate Princess started getting a little weird, if not what I really didn't like about it. So basically, from this, then the guy was like, oh, like, he got back to his sensei. He's like, Fena, what are you doing here? He's like, get out of the way. Like, I want to find, my dear Helena, which is Fena's mother and everything. And then I believe Yukimaru shoots him. He dies. You see Helena's soul and Abel's soul kind of move on, and they're together forever, which is very beautiful. Then we see, which is the very most controversial part, I would say, of this whole show, where I feel like it goes downhill, because I have to agree with it, and I'm very confused, that I had to watch episode 12 3 times, if not 4, from what I remember, to understand this, and I still had to ask the people I was watching it to be explain this and watch YouTube videos of what's going on, basically. Episode 12 is very confusing, and honestly, it is a very big disappointment to the show. I don't know what to say. I'm very nice towards this show due to the fact that I really enjoyed it, but I have to say the ending was very weak and it lacked a lot of stuff. What happened was is that Cody, apparently, who is this other guy that was part of Abel's crew, is this like navigator. He is the guy that navigates these people like Fena and Helena and Joan of Arc to these places, to Eden, to be like, hey, do you want to reset the world with your lover and create like Noah's Ark and everything like that? Or do you just want to continue the world of how it is, basically, and it will just all cease to fall apart and everything. But if you continue it the way it is, your friends could die. And he shows her a moment of her crewmates dying, basically, which freaks her out, of course. For some reason, he also impersonated Fena's father's body as well. So these two bodies were talking as souls, as navigators. It was very confusing, and I really don't get it to this day. What I also don't get is that it looked like Fena chose to continue the world, but for some reason her memories had to be erased. What? Like, so because her memories were erased and now she's not pure because she's got brown hair now and she doesn't remember anything, but she wakes up on the island with Yukimaru, and Yukimaru's over here running to Fena being like, Fena, I'm glad you're okay. And he's like, and she's like, I don't really know who I am, stuff like that. He's like, I know, I know. Then the crew comes, picks her up and him up, and they just go through almost all the places all over again throughout the whole series, basically. Like nothing really happened, and it's like, oh god, like why you promised everyone in season 2 over here? Is that what I'm saying? No, that's not what I'm saying. But it was just a little joke, but it felt like that. It felt like they ruined the ending, and then it looked like by the ending of like the last clip, it looked like she remembered due to the fact that I think she got acknowledged by her name or something. I really don't remember, or like and then I think they kissed or something. I don't know, but she got like some acknowledgement, and it could tell the viewer that she looked wow looks like she remembers and everything, and it's like okay. Honestly, I'm really hoping for a season 2 at this point of this show because I really enjoyed it, and I really do hope that maybe they can fix some things that they screwed up in episode 12. Honestly, that's the reason why the show went from like a 7.7 to like a 7.19 on my anime list. So yeah, I can see what people are a little skeptical about that. Overall, though, I really do like Fena Pirate Princess, and definitely would rewatch it again if I had the time and wanted to. Basically, it's a really great show, and I definitely like it for what it is as a franchise, basically. Anyways, guys, that's really all I got to say about this show. Uh, you know, we are at the 10th day of the 12 days, so we're almost there, like I said. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe down below. Also, comment down below and everything like that. Share this video if you can. And this has been Arceus Rules, and I am signing off. Hope to see you guys next time.